Alright, but I need to get inside. Please. Please? That's a lot of balls. Ah! Prime paparazzi spots. The courtyard, the parking lot, and the locker rooms. Move it. Midwich, cuck, midwich. They saying I have to go back out there, find these 3 photo spots, and then these 3... Ah, shit. I'm off center. Ah! And then these 3 will disappear, unblocking the door. Am I still running from enemies? They're still there, aren't they? Now I have to go back through and re-explore and find the photo locations, but I'm still being chased by the guys, I think. Is this a tutorial one? Do I know what I'm looking for? Oh, put their hand up to like be like, stop looking at me. Okay, and then the red light went away. So in the parking lot, there's one of them. There's also one over here, which I haven't been to yet. I assume the enemies are coming back? That's gonna be rough. Maybe they won't be back. I don't know. Yeah, this one's in public. How would I take this picture if they find me? Ah. Each time you photograph one, they're not happy with you. Uh-oh. Okay, well that's worrying. I guess when I'm taking the last photo, I can put the flare down and that'll defend me. Oh god. Quickly. Might be this way. Gotta get back now. Okay, so the photos weren't that hard to get. Oh, this seems familiar. Was this the route I took to get in? Please. Please? This is me being back in the auditorium. Is this where I got on the successful run or the failed run? Shit. Okay, the enemies are relaxing a bit in this at the moment. Okay, so hang right as best as I can, basically. Oh, something's coming. Nope. Okay. No, my messages. I can't look at them. Later, I guess.
Harry? I was about to head off, but thought I ought to wait a little longer.
Thanks.
You okay? Any luck with the phone?
They didn't make any sense. I need to go there.
The Simmons Street address? That's the other side of town.
You got a car?
I was planning on getting a ride with John. There's my boss's SUV. Yeah, I'm looking after it while she's on vacation. It's at the club where I work, not far from here. I could give you a lift.
That would be great. Lead the way. You want my jacket? You're going to freeze.
I'm used to running around in a dress. I'm too hot-blooded to feel the cold.
I feel bad, you're sure?
Yeah, keep it. You're the car crash guy.
You're the car
Thinking about
crash
your
guy?
daughter?
Constantly.
I'm sure she's okay.
I can't get my head around it. She was in the back sleeping, then the crash. She was gone.
Your head is still jumbled up, Harry. Just give it a while, okay? And you should go see a doctor.
I'll make sure Cheryl is safe, then worry about myself.
There's no Cheryl, buddy. I mean, she probably exists, but she's not in danger after the crash. She grew up. Hard to explain just how difficult it is to those QTE type interactions, but you have to shake both controllers, but once again, the controller isn't following a gyroscope, it's following the sensors, so it's within the context of pointing at a screen that you base its motion. So you can't tell, it's like, in a way you're almost using it like a stylus, the way that you would like if you had to draw a gesture on your phone with your finger, you're doing that, but with this whole thing that you're waving around by pointing it at the screen from across the room. Like, you're essentially drawing gestures like that as far as is the best way I can put how weird the gestures are. So in moments of struggle and panic, like in a horror game, it gets a lot harder to actually do the right gestures or react correctly. One of the big things that, of course, is like when if you're playing with a gyroscope or a controller or whatever, your first reaction when you try to turn around in a horror situation, like when I walked to that one, like, the football field, that slanted weird spot, that's a dead end, you have to turn around. Your first reaction is to go, huh! Just like, see what happens. Like, that's me flicking my joystick to the right, the way that one might swing a sword in Skyward Sword or something. But I really have to go, eh. This gesture is me moving my hand, like, the tip of the Wiimote is moving like an inch to the right. Whereas like your reaction in real life is to go, huh! You just want to immediately take off in that direction. But if you swing harder, you actually get less results because you get your cursor goes off the screen, and so instead nothing happens. On some level, this is probably slightly out of whack because I'm playing it on the Wii U, so I'm using a different sensor than normal. And I'm not in a giant living room, I'm at a computer desk, but like, it's just, the gyro aiming was definitely a huge upgrade over the Wii. So it's kind of, on some level it's almost sad that like the Wii was the big motion controls console that everyone had, and it was the big explosion, and nothing has matched the sales since, but it was like the most primitive, awkward thing. It's unfortunate that games like this can't be upgraded to like work on new stuff.
Is the hottest nightclub in town.
Never heard of it.
Really? It's pretty popular.
You work there, right? What do you do?
I sing. Sometimes I mix drinks. It's a temporary thing while John and I sort things out. He's staying in Massachusetts. He's a lawyer. We need to decide if I'm going to move out there with him.
You want to go to Massachusetts?
Shipping out to Boston.
Yeah. Well,
Whoa.
not Massachusetts so much, but I want to be with John.
And John?
He wants it too. It's just hard. You know, we've been together for 5 years, but we never lived together. Now we're out in the world, living our lives.
John's a lucky guy. He's probably just lousy at showing it. I know lawyers. They're not so touchy-feely.
Oh, John's not like that. Back in school, he was very passionate.
They say absence makes the heart grow fonder.
You believe that?
Absolutely.
I don't think you can typecast how intimate people are based on what their job happens to be, buddy. What a leap to make. Rudely presumptuous.
Good thing we're closed.
How so?
I'm not sure they'd let you in with that outfit.
I'm the best dressed writer I know.
That's why I'm dating a lawyer.
A horror protagonist that's a writer? Who would ever?
The Balkan.
Last time I was in a nightclub was for my...
I need to answer this. The keys are in my room upstairs. Run up and grab them. John, where have you been? I guess I can let you off the hook then. But you're gonna have to make it up to me. Uh-huh.
Alright, we're back to it. Let's check those messages. Who's that in the car with the teacher? With the teach? Dirty! He's old enough to be her father. Ruh-roh. Scandalous. Was she even of age? That's not a good sign. These are the photos I took. No, it's Cheryl. They're all of Cheryl, aren't they? Check this out. No, not as innocent as she acts. Hot and soapy for the camera. Oh, this is some fucked up, like, revenge porn style, bullying of Cheryl. This is brutal. You literally like, not as innocent as she acts. You snuck into the fucking shower. That doesn't mean that doesn't make any sense. You've got to see this. Caught in the act. Look who's getting extra credit. Cheryl's getting involved in it with a teacher. There's at least 2 pieces of data about that. On one hand, it feels like we're almost supposed to be judging Cheryl for being involved in it with a teacher, but then the third photo is like us leering at her essentially by function. So you're just as guilty at that point if you're leering at the photo. Like, we don't have a choice about what the photo is, but the developer is making the photo like that. Like, it kind of creates this thing where it's like you chose to present her that way. So if you're judging her for her behaviors, it's a little hypocritical to then force the narrative to have that kind of photo of her too. Bored, XO, Dalia. Isn't Dalia the villain of Silent Hill? Or the mother of Silent Hill? Sorry, the mother of, wait, was it Mom Cheryl? Was Dalia the cult leader, or was she Cheryl's mom? I'm having trouble keeping all my stuff straight.
The place is such a mess. I was in a hurry to get dressed.
Oh, I just snuck into her room.
Just some guy I met.
Well, I'm feeling like I'm intruding. There's a stove in here? Oh yeah, I guess this is her whole room. This is the kitchen area.
Cookies. Ugh.
Oh. Normal place to keep your keys.
Because he's just that sweet.
What's up with that?
That must be John.
There's the man. There's her John, who is John. The top opens. This is like a combination lock where you put the right combo of them in or something. It doesn't seem like it does much.
Not gonna open.
Okay. That kind of felt like a choice, didn't it? Does it let you in the one you go in first and the other one's locked? Because like we had earlier, there was the planetarium and the art room that was split, and then like right at the beginning of the game, I was like, oh, it almost feels like there was two different businesses, and they're potentially judging me based on which one I go into or something. These might be a series of like splitting paths.
I got the keys.
I just need to finish my drink. Take a seat.
Man, that is a shot.
Something to warm me up in this weather.
Things go okay with John?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna come meet me here once I've dropped you off. This weather, such a pain. Oh, I should have offered you a drink.
No, it's fine. I'm confused enough as it is. I just want to get going, put today behind me.
Hey, everything's gonna be fine, you know? We'll be there soon, and then you can see your wife and daughter and...
Wife?
You're married, aren't you? You're wearing a ring. You okay?
No, I'm a bit lightheaded. Gotta go clear my head.
Oh, that's a gross color of water. Ma'am, sir, you just splashed water on your glasses. Who is that?
Michelle?
Who the hell is Michelle?
Is this Dalia?
Just practicing my signature. We ready to go?
Where's Michelle?
Funny. Come on, let's get going. I'm going to drive. You, Mr. Harry, are way over the limit.
Stop. This is out of control. I came in here with a girl called Michelle. She was going to drive me to Simmons Street. Who are you?
Are you on something? I'm Dalia. Hottest piece of ass you'll ever see in this town. You are Harry Mason. Generally, a fun guy to be with. What are you wearing these for? Stop being a dick and let's get going. We'll get to Simmons Street and see Cheryl.
Cheryl?
Your daughter? Oh, come on, you're not that wasted. That's why we're in this lousy club, to get the SUV so we can drive up to Simmons Street.
That's right, but...
It's just... no more craziness. You're freaking me out.
Okay, so his brain seemingly just adapted to the idea of having Mason's backstory.
Are we the only people on the road?
And now he's doing it again.
Because that means we don't have to stop for any red lights. One way? Screw that. Let's cut up on Kincaid. You're very quiet there, Harry. You're not gonna be sick, are you?
I think I'm losing my mind.
What?
How long have you known me?
I don't know. A few years?
I don't know you. I can't remember you. Since the car crash, nothing is making sense.
Don't do this to me, Harry. Don't start tripping out on me. When you said you crashed your car, you didn't mention this. Damn, are you in pain?
No pain. And I can remember most things, just sometimes. Some details, I try to focus, but then they slip away. And I think I'm seeing things.
You really don't know who I am.
No.
Sid and Nancy?
Who are Sid and Nancy?
My tits? You named them?
We're sleeping together?
This is a joke, right? A really lame joke.
I wish it was.
Sid and Nancy.
Shit, the bridge is up.
What can we do?
Run up to the control room. See if you can get it moving.
Okay.
That's not a
Look,
normal request.
Don't flip out on me. No forgetting what you're doing and wandering off.
Hey, I got it.
I'll be waiting. Jesus.
So I think he got in a car crash and is like, I mean, I don't know why, I don't know how he landed on the idea of being Harry Mason to begin with, but his brain seems to be just sort of plastic and just like adapting things. I think about how like it's claimed that like, at least I heard this somewhere at least, that like when you have dreams and you're like, oh, I dreamed about this person and then they showed up that day, it's crazy. But in reality, it's often like your brain is going back and rewriting the dream because the dream was actually so... Dreams are kind of just nonsensical, so when you wake up, you kind of like reinterpret and rewrite the dream without knowing you're doing it. And so you can like you can encounter something for the first time that day, then think you dreamed about it the night before and think that's a crazy coincidence, but actually you're just rewriting the dream with the new memory because the dream doesn't make sense, so it's easy to just plastically remold it and so on. And I think that's his life. Like, he had this car crash, doesn't remember who he is or what happened, and so I don't know how Harry Mason got in his head, but it seems like he's just like on the fly readapting the idea that like, oh yes, it's me. I'm Harry Mason. I'm looking for Cheryl. She ran away in the car crash. And so he's like recreating Silent Hill 1 in his head, but everything's different and wrong, both compared to his life and compared to Silent Hill 1. It's a bit of like, like the Matrix having like the fake Trinity and stuff like that. You're like, wait, this is like it, but it's wrong, and what's going on? Kind of riffing, and that's an interesting idea. Like, I'm having fun thinking about what's going on, even if I'm wrong or whatever. It's an interesting setup. It's engaging. What's noticeable? I kind of thought that he was about to just accept Dalia and forget about Michelle on the fly, because it seemed to be what he did with his own life. But he does remember Michelle, and he's talking about not remembering Dalia, so that's interesting. So I thought he was just going to adapt on the fly. But what was very interesting in that scene was the fact that she took his glasses off, and he didn't care. Like, there was a moment of like, huh? But then he just forgot about the glasses. He didn't put them back on. He's not like, my glasses! I can't see without my glasses. He's just, I don't have my glasses now. Oh well. If we took my glasses off, that would significantly affect my chances of survival and just also just general usefulness and ability to navigate things well and do things. So I would make a bigger deal about you just taking my glasses away. I'm not gonna walk into walls or anything, but I can't drive, and that I can't read the signs. I have to hold things like close to my face to read them clearly. So I can read books without glasses. But just generally speaking, if the world after a certain distance is blurry, that's going to be unsafe and just a hindrance and unhelpful in a variety of ways, let alone in a horror scenario. But he's just like, oh yeah, just don't have glasses now for the rest of the game. He's not going to turn into the therapist, is he? I don't think so. Bridge control. A lot of names. 3411.
Mr. Capra? My name is Harry Mason. I need to lower the bridge.
Wait. You know what time it is? Probably woke my kids.
I'm sorry, but this is an emergency. I've been in a car accident. My daughter needs my help. I just...
Okay. You want to know how to operate the bridge controls?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Mr. Mason. Listen carefully. You need a button.
Hello?
Well, thanks for your help. It's cool. I've played puzzle games before. Excuse me, like, I personally beat Infra, the game about this exact concept. Everyone remembers Infra. No one remembers Infra. I remember Infra. It's probably just a 3-button combination. Oh no, the GoldenEye theme song's, the alarm's playing.
Okay.
Ma'am, you called me the instant that it started moving. That didn't make any sense. Oh boy. Ooh. Goodbye, the frames. What's up with the audio? Are we okay? They sound like horror sounds.
Bridge is ready. So you know me. You know my daughter too? Why is this not freaking you out? Me not knowing you?
This isn't the first time you've acted weird, Harry.
What does that mean? Be straight with me.
Stop it.
If you know my daughter...
I know of her. Let's not go there.
So what are you to me?
Why do you have to be like this? Just leave things be, Harry. Harry?
Dalia!
Oh. We drove 5 feet. You shattered the memories. Okay. Are we in the... Is it wet in here? Oh, it's wet down there. Okay. It's probably rising, isn't it? This is bad. Okay, I don't think the radio is the solution. Please turn correctly. Flashlight? Nope.
Shit. Must have dropped it.
Can I get out? Okay, so for some reason you can't roll down windows in this universe. You can only, like, start to roll them a bit. Pretty unhelpfully. Is one of these actually open? Seemingly no. Oh, found the light. Hi. Stop fighting. Rude. Oh, I'm drowning. I will be I'll be something soon. So cold. I will be over soon. Did I fix it? Oh, now it works. Okay. That was a bit of a flailing process. Dalia? Am I a writer or am I the teacher? There was a photo of a teacher in the car with Cheryl. And Dalia looks kind of like Cheryl.
Oh God. Oh God.
Shouldn't Cheryl be Heather, though?
Nasty, but inevitable. Everyone is going to die, even if we like to pretend otherwise. You could die tonight, in your sleep. Why doesn't that terrify you? How would you like to die? No, wait, let me guess. You'd want to die surrounded by friends. It's academic, really, as we're only truly conscious of death when it happens to others. Get to my age, you'll have seen plenty of people die. There 1 minute, then gone. Okay, game time. There are 7 pictures of people on the table. Your job is to tell me who is dead and who is merely sleeping. Divide them up. Left, dead. Right, sleeping.
I mean, he's taking a big old nap. All right, it's both buttons. He's drunk as shit. All right. She's chill. Having one arm out really like makes it feel like someone's sleeping. She is wasted. Just slumped out and ah! Yep. Now these people are really giving me dead vibes specifically.
Done?
Yeah.
You thought it was a trick question. I expected no less. Okay, let's get back to it.
I didn't think it was a trick question. I just thought none of them looked like they were dead. Oh. That was quite the shot. You don't want to be fresh out of the lake, then pass out in the snow.
Dalia.
Who's Dalia?
A girl.
Oh, hi.
The car went into the river. She drowned.
Another crash? This is a different girl?
You must have seen the bridge. We went right off the side.
Harry, the bridge has been closed since the storm started. You swam. You could have died of hypothermia.
My clothes.
You were soaked to the skin. I grabbed what I could find here. We need to talk. When I was at the station, I pulled the file on Harry Mason.
So? No! No!
We're in Alchemilla Hospital. I'm in a wheelchair. Ow. Oh, this is awkward. Okay.
Woo, 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 woo.
So now I'm dressed like Harry is what's going on. As far as I remember, I think he's dressed like Harry now. Oh god, how am I gonna... Am I aiming? Am I playing this part? I think I'm just kind of bouncing my controllers. I don't think I can, like, aim when I'm doing this. Oh! Well, that resolves that, I guess. Oh, we're right back to it. Okay. Time to run. He's running from the truth. She is about to reveal something about his delusions. Can I grab it without fucking up? Thank you. Keep it going. How did he catch me? Why did I get stuck there? Okay, well that's gonna be a problem for me. Get out of my way. I'm in a hurry. Oh, upside down plane or something? Train? Automobile? Definitely just kind of picking directions and hoping for the best right now. Oh. Nope, that didn't work. I tried to do the gesture. Actually, I'm not sure if that was a thing you throw over or a locker you hide in. The hiding spots haven't felt like they'd be very productive. So my goal is just to get away. There's one coming up. Looked like there was an arrow straight ahead. To the right. Oh. Oh man. I feel awful. What did we do last night? Why the hell did I leave Christina's SUV? Okay, so she's fine-ish, however this works. The door behind me is locked. 101.6 FM, Alchemilla Radio. Okay.
Quiet tonight. If you want to hear a tune, just call 555-881, and for the final digit, use the number of the tune you want from our top 10 list. Keep listening. Alchemilla, healing through music.
881.
Alchemilla Radio. You're listening to Alchemilla Radio. It's kind of quiet tonight. If you want to hear a tune, just call 555-881, and for the final digit, use the number of the tune you want from our top 10 list. Keep listening. Alchemilla, healing through music. Alchemilla Radio. You're listening to Alchemilla Radio. It's kind of quiet tonight. If you want to hear a tune, just call 555-881, and for the final digit...
Just want to quiet down. The voice overlapping would be distracting.
Thanks for calling Alchemilla Radio. Your request has been selected for broadcast. Get well soon.
Oh, 'cause it's a hospital radio. No. Probably Daddy's Girl. I guess I wasn't supposed to actually make a choice. I was like, I want to hear Rockin' Rabbit. It's probably Daddy's Girl. 8814.
Keep listening. Alchemilla. Healing through music. Alchemilla Radio. You're listening to Alchemilla Radio. It's kind of quiet tonight. If you want to hear it too.
Thanks for calling Alchemilla Radio. Your request has been selected for broadcast. Get well soon.
Our top 10 list. Keep listening. Alchemilla. Healing through music. Alchemilla Radio. As requested, here's a popular tune. Daddy's Girl.
Yeah. Unpleasant sounds. Jeez.
Abby's gonna be okay. Thank God. He's spoiling her rotten, you know. She's gonna get fat, sitting in bed all day eating chocolates. He's trying to make me feel bad.
What? It's a hospital. What the fuck? Why is that your read of the situation? Ah, it's freaking out. Oh. Okay, the ice is gone. That's good. Did I just run from the police again? Because I think I just ran from the police again. Right when she's about to confront me with the truth about whatever was going on with me.
Open. Come on. God, please open.
Are you okay?
You're not from the hospital.
No.
I had an accident.
That yours?
No. Yes. I'm not making any sense, am I?
It's okay. Let's get you inside. You need help.
I want to go home. I have medicine and gauze there. I'm a nurse. It's a few blocks north. I just need to rest.
Well, I'm headed that way. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. Don't worry. Head wounds always bleed a lot. Lots of blood vessels close to the surface. It's nothing serious. I can clean up back at my place.
Lisa. I'm Harry.
Harry Houdini. Sorry. I'm always saying goofy things that come into my head. My apartment isn't far. We've got the wind behind us. The freezing wind.
You cold?
I'm too tired to feel it. You know the average ER nurse gets less than 5 hours sleep a night? I read that in a newsletter.
Ronald Reagan ran the country on 5 hours of sleep a night. I saw that on TV.
Yeah, but he got to sit down a lot. A nurse is on her feet all day and night. I don't need a man in my life. I need a really good podiatrist. What is it you do, Harry?
Well, I'm not a podiatrist.
Figures.
I'm a writer.
Wow. I didn't know Silent Hill had a famous writer.
Hardly famous.
Have I heard of any of your books? My mom reads a lot. Bet she's read one.
Maybe. I wrote a romance series called Longing for the Moon. That was popular with moms.
Romance?
My agent tells me I have great insight into the female imagination.
You could put me in one of your books. Life and death drama in the ER. One girl's search for love.
The nurse falls for the dashing doctor?
There are no dashing doctors. They're all alcoholics and perspire too much. I always fall for the guys who look like my dad, and then regret it the next day.
Cute.
If you were a real writer, you'd be taking notes. Don't you all carry notebooks to write everything down?
Not me. I've got a photographic memory.
Ronald Reagan ran the country on less than 5 hours a month. The entire sentence fell apart. Less than 5 hours a night. That's an upsetting line for several reasons. One, Ronald Reagan, from what I remember, infamously was kind of falling apart mentally by the end, so not really a good argument. But also, it implies that you look up to Ronald Reagan and think that he's an example to aspire to, or an example of someone who did well, when famously, anyone who's paid any attention knows that Ronald Reagan was a fucking disaster for this country, not the least of which because he just fucking ignored the mass deaths of queer people when he was the one in the power to, in position to actually do anything about that. But also, like, basically everything else, everything about his entire outlook was horrifying, and we've been trying to repair the shit that he's done since. Oh no. What a line you just throw in there.
Not far now.
You still feeling okay?
Yeah. Fine. So tell me about your daughter.
Cheryl? She's young, bright, happy. Likes collecting stuff, you know, bits and pieces, bugs. She loves bugs.
Bugs? Like dirty, creepy bugs?
No, butterflies, pretty bugs. She has a collection.
Dead ones?
Yeah?
Still creepy.
Not really. You seem to see the creepy in everything. Is that a nurse thing or just you?
Definitely a nurse thing. We have a unique outlook on life.
How is that
We're
a
having a
unique
bedside manner.
We still got that. For special cases.
How is that? No, it's a you thing. How is it a nurse thing? Once again, we're trying to classify entire types of people based on what job they do? Oh yeah, famously, all nurses hate bugs. No one nurse has ever had a fascination with insects.
Here we are.
Japanese horned beetles?
My apartment
disgusting.
is just around the corner. Used to belong to the super. It's a lot bigger than the others, but I only pay standard rent. The landlord has a thing for nurses. Grab a seat. I'm just gonna get out of these things.
I oughta...
You're not running off yet. Warm up before you head back out there. I haven't thanked you yet. 5 minutes, come on, sit. Sit!
Good boy.
Watch some TV if you want. I won't be long.
She's gonna turn into like the nurse monster, isn't she? I'm bad at remembering everyone's names.
You know, last time I had a guy in my apartment, it was summer.
Probably because the names
During
are
the
all
heat
over the
wave.
place.
Now it's winter. Freaky early, but still. Time flies.
I wasn't sure, but I feel like she was like the nurse, like the Silent Hill nurse in Alessa's room. I wish my real life eyes could zoom.
You know, you're a nice guy, Harry.
Thanks.
I feel safe around you.
You okay?
Headache. Be a hero. Fetch me some pills from the bathroom. Check the cabinet. Get me some yellow ones.
Sure.
There's some yellow ones. You're nice, Harry. I feel safe around you. We've known each other for 30 seconds, where I mostly just listen to you talk. There's a lot of trust. This is a genuinely nice apartment, though. It's even immune to most of the decrepitness that Silent Hill normally defaults to, including the way in. Like, that looked really nasty. Like, it just seems nice in here.
Look at the cabinet. Bottom shelf. Oh, my head.
infinite jest. Ophelia. You can't just take that, Harry. This is her apartment. Harry, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? You're nice, Harry. I feel safe around you. Please don't rob. You can just rob me of all my stuff. It's fine. I got a yellow one. I'm upset by the idea of that this is how he interacts with pill bottles. It's a red one. Is this a choice? Can I give her the wrong one? Green. Oh my god, Harry, you have two hands. Are you okay? Oh, I can't turn it. There we go. RGB. Alright, she's just gonna walk back to this disaster later and see what I've done. I think this might be a choice where you could do something else. Alright, she's not gone, which I half expected to happen.
Thanks.
I'm gonna get the yellow ending now.
Water?
No, fine. Self-medication. The one true perk of the healthcare profession. It's not just coffee that keeps us going 24/7.
Yep, that's right.
Okay,
all nurses are drug
I'm
addicts.
going to sleep now. You let yourself out.
You heard it here first, guys. Every single nurse is a drug addict.
You feel guilty about everything. When we all lived in huts and wore furs, we worried over the simple things. Food, water, whether animals would come and eat us in the night. Now we have supermarkets, bottled water, and .38 caliber home security. So what keeps us awake at night? More often than not, guilt.
You're a terrible therapist.
If only I had acted differently. If only I hadn't said that. If only I'd said something. You beat yourself up with your past. Don't blame yourself. Blame the world. Blame God. Blame me. Okay, this is my favorite. Let me introduce some friends of mine. This is King Harold. His daughter, the chaste Celestine. A prince called Wilhelm. And a bull. He doesn't have a name. Prince Wilhelm is passionately in love with Celestine, but she does not love him. One day, Wilhelm comes to the king and asks for Celestine's hand in marriage. Celestine begs the king not to marry her to Wilhelm, but the king ignores her pleas. Royal protocol means he must say yes to the match. They are married, and Wilhelm takes Celestine back with him to his kingdom. That night, he attempts to consummate the marriage, but the distraught Celestine flees. She runs from the safety of the castle and across a field, ignoring the sign which warns of danger. In that field is a bull, who, seeing the girl, charges her. She falls under his hooves and is killed instantly. What I want you to do is line the players up according to how guilty they are of Celestine's death. Whose fault was it? At the left, most culpable. To the right, most innocent. You want to hear that again?
Technically, she's the most guilty. Well, the bull's arguably the most guilty, but she's also arguably the most guilty because she literally just ran out and did that. But I'm gonna blame all the shitty people instead. For being shitty. I'm so biased. So fuck both of you. Oh my god, the way that this works because of the weird physics. The bull's just a bull.
Done? Poor Wilhelm. You think if he really loved her, he would never have forced the marriage.
Yeah.
I find the best cure for guilt is to never get caught in the first place. Let's continue.
He gets more obviously villainous in every scene. Why do I feel like he's the teacher that was with her? That's upsetting. Well, welcome to these questionable apartments.